Guys, one day we will have the money to have a non-creaky chair. Hello everyone, welcome to Nixie Bob's. Hello, how British am I? Today we are going to be doing a final look at the Magnitone Barefaced Shimmer Collection face brush before Vibrasonic Daily Cleansing Brush, let me rephrase that, before I return it. So this was one of my QVC beauty buys from the beauty haul, and it was one of the ones that I kind of took on a bit of a whim and wasn't really sure whether I was going to like it or how I was going to feel about it. So you saw a brief look of it from the beauty haul video that I released a few days ago, and this is she. Now I'm going to take you through this little bit by little bit, and I'm also going to I'm going to shove across here and I'm going to show you the video the very first time I used it, because I failed epically and did it completely wrong. So I'll talk you through it, and then I'll talk to you about how I found it, because I have not been using this for about a week and a half now, and there is a reason for that you will be greatly explained. So this, I've heard so much about these sonic cleansing brushes and how good they are for the skin and what they're like, and that they really get the crap out of your skin, and it looked absolutely amazing on the video where they were showing it. Very basically, I bought this because it was knocked down for about 60 quid to 40, and I thought I can always send it back, I've got nothing to lose. So on the back of this box, it boasts deep cleanses, tones and beautifully conditions your skin. This is Skintilation, there you go, that's the word. So no microscope needed, visible results from your first time, 100% waterproof, deep pore cleansing. It's got two different settings where it pulses and it goes round. I believe I showed you that one. So just to show you, it goes round like that on one, and then if you press the button it will do like a pulsing thing, so it's kind of going around like that. I don't think it's very visible on camera. So the way you use this is, firstly you charge the damn thing up, and then you basically dip it in water, and then you go around your whole face with it. Now I was a bit unsure about how you did it, so the first time I actually did it dry, which is why it's an epic fail, which is why we're not going to have it fully on the video. I wasn't sure whether you just took it over wet skin, or whether you massaged your cleanser in, or whether you massaged your cleanser in and then did this over as by way of getting off, because obviously with Lizzo you do use your cloth. So I've tried all of those methods in the last 2 weeks before I stopped using this. The only thing I did notice was that my skin was very, very soft after the first use. Beyond that, I can't say it got a whole great deal of crap out of my skin. I can't say that I noticed my skin feeling any cleaner. I can't say I noticed it being any less of a pain in the jacksie than it normally is. Nothing really changed that much. The one thing I did like using with this was the fact that obviously the vibration I was using upright by my eyes, because I figured that's got to do some kind of, I mentioned this, that's got to be some kind of good collagen production, because they say vibrations and that help with your upper eyes, and I just feel like I'm getting really heavy upper eyelids recently, and it's really bothering me the more as time goes on. I did drop this in water once and it did not die, so it is definitely waterproof and not just splash proof. I will also mention you are only supposed to use this for a minute a day, once a day. For me, that was why I was using it after my second cleanse. I figured, right, I might as well do it like this, and then if I've got any cleanser left, I did just wash it off with water and pat my skin dry, and it is literally timed for a minute. So I would do 20, 20 and 20 and just use the nose in between, and that worked great for me. I love the timer system. It's a lot like electric toothbrushes in that respect. Another good thing about this brush is that the head is so easy to remove like that. So every time I use this, literally all you've got to do is just unscrew it and off it pops. The brush itself is actually, it's soft as hell. It's like an old-fashioned hairbrush, like the bristly brushes, if you know what I mean. It's not rough in any way, which is what gave me so much hope. Once it turns on, it feels a little bit different on the skin, and once it's wet, obviously it changes textures just a little bit. But it doesn't feel rough on the skin, even underwater. It's a weird feeling when it's vibrating around. I did try it in the pulsing motion, actually. Doesn't really feel that much different. It's especially weird when it's going over your nose. But it doesn't, that's the thing, it doesn't feel rough. Only when it's going past now, I can feel that my skin is kind of, feels a little bit raw from it being on there. The other thing as well that I was debating if should I have been keeping this was how expensive the brush heads would be to replace and buy. I'm sure I saw a big pack of them on QVC, like 40 quid, and I also didn't know how quickly you were supposed to replace a head. Like with an electric toothbrush, for example, as I mentioned a while ago, you can get away with them, is it 3 months and then you have to put on a new one? Something along those lines. I didn't know whether it was the same with that, whether you would keep it on for so long and then disregard it and put on a new one. That wasn't really very well explained and left me with a little bit of confusion. It could well be in the instruction manual, guys. I have not really looked in that yet, to be honest with you. So my first thing that I didn't really like about this was the thing that I mentioned to you guys on the haul video, and that is this charger. It is a pain. I find it's a little bit too short personally, but you're supposed to like magnetize it on, because they actually said on the tutorial of this we couldn't put a plug in it because then it wouldn't be waterproof, so they had to have a magnet. Now that's fine and dandy, but I found it A, really hard to stay on, and B, really hard to lock in place. When I initially there you go, look, it does just slide off. So when I was initially charging this, it kept going on and off because it kept falling out of place with the magnet, and that wasn't very helpful. It did charge eventually, and I have to be honest, it charged quite quickly. Its charge time was very good. I can't complain about that. Now initially I was getting on with this fine. In the actual instructions for this, which is somewhere in the actual box here, it very clearly mentions about expecting your skin to break out just a little bit. Some may experience breakouts or other adverse skin changes after the first few days of using your brush. Do not panic. This is completely normal and is your skin's way of adjusting to a new, deeper method of cleansing. If these changes are more severe than expected, reduce usage and contact us. I didn't read this. Let's have a look at the don't use ifs, because this is fun. We're tangenting, but I've got to read this. Don't use if you are under the age of 14. Well, I'm double that age, so that's not an issue. You have scarred, broken or inflamed or infected skin. So if I'd had a reaction to medicine like I did last year, I would be screwed. Good to know. Have eczema, dermatitis or any other skin disorders? Don't. Extreme sunburn. Well, every time I go out I put on factor 50 and I still burn, but it's not that hot yet in England. We had some humidity, but we haven't really had a great deal of heat since the bank holiday. Are taking any medication that can cause skin sensitivity? Everything causes skin sensitivity. Close supervision is necessary when this product is used on or near children or physically... Right, okay, that contradicts point 1. Or physically, mentally challenged person. So it's close supervision is necessary in this product that is used on or by children. Well, you just said don't use if you're under the age of 14, so why would you be using it on a kid anyway? Don't use around the delicate eye area. Well, that was why I was only going as far as my eyebrow. I was not a twit. I would not put it directly on my eyeballs. Strictly for external use only. Don't go there. You have a pacemaker? Well, no, definitely not. No, I definitely don't have one of those at my age. It was all going well for the first few days. To be honest, I was due on, so my skin does tend to get like minor little breakouts. When I'm due on, it's just your hormone level bubbling around and doing whatever it's got to do for its cycle. You know, I was fine with that. I was kind of letting it be. I was thinking, right, it's that, and it's also the brush. Got to give it a chance to get in the skin. Liz Earle was the same. When I got Liz Earle, of course it was going to upset my skin more than it was going to fix it for the first couple of weeks. And look at my skin now. I've been on Liz Earle. This is my second, this will be the 2nd year anniversary of Liz Earle in June. And I don't regret it for a second. And you can see that because every time there's a special on, I'll buy 10 tons of cleanser. That was the same kind of thing. Whenever you introduce a new product to your skin, it's gonna anger it for a little while as it goes, oh, okay, something new, whatever. Now that was all fine and dandy until I was sat down with my mum. We were having a coffee about a week into it, and she started noticing I had dry patches on my skin. Now, unfortunately, I didn't record any of this for you guys, but it was true. As I started to look around, I was experiencing patches of dry skin that was obvious in my foundation. You could see it. Like, it was primarily, it seemed to be on my cheeks, and I was sitting there going, right, this isn't right. Stopped use. Cleared up. This definitely isn't for me because it upset my skin in that respect. And alright, I do have delicate baby skin. Unfortunately, I touched on this a few minutes ago. My skin hates every damn thing going in the world, unless it's Liz Earle or number 7. So I had to stop using it from that reason. It was quite disappointing because obviously I had really high hopes. I was hoping it was going to sort out these bits under my chin. I have like a lot of like odd little white bits under there and little black headed bits. I was also hoping it was going to help my nose, because one of the things that they said that this does is helps prevent and remove blackheads, and I was thinking, right, okay, sign me up, take my money. So again, that's a little disappointing, but I will not be keeping this. This will be going back literally today or tomorrow, because obviously I can't keep something that's going to upset my skin. If it was just breakouts, I would have ploughed through with that, but dry patches, I draw the line there, because it's like when you have a severely scabbed spot or a severe scab or something that makeup can only do so much to cover. A dry skin, as I've always experienced with under my eyes, you can only cover it so much until the makeup clings to it. So it wasn't gonna help in the long run. It was making my skin worse. I think the brushes are a lovely idea, and if they work for your skin, that's fantastic. What I love about Magnitone is they are a London-based brand. As says, I'm only going by this. And it's lovely that QVC do sell them, because when I was walking through Boots at the weekend, they had a Magnitone product and it was like 50 odd quid. It's always good when you see that on QVC, because I always, as I was talking to someone the other day, I justify fully my purchase on QVC when they're on a special. There ain't nothing wrong with a special, guys. But unfortunately, yes, return product, beauty fail haul is the Magnitone brush. Wanted to give you guys a little review on that. As I said, everything, pretty much every single thing apart from the Black & Decker will be shown on the channel. The Black & Decker feet will never be shown on air again. Just wanted to tell you guys that one again. Never again. But yes, I just wanted to give you little updates. The one I'm really looking forward to talking to you about is the Philip Kingsley. That's the one I really want to talk to you guys about. I'm really excited to talk about that. There's a lot of things I want to say about that. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Everything will be coming up in the due course. Majority. Not everything will. There's like the Tarte brush set. I can only show you so much with that wasn't already on the camera when I did my beauty haul for you. Thank you for being here, everyone. I'm going to go and pack this up and get it ready to go. And I will see everyone again for more videos of anything. Bye!